बोले श्रीमद सद्गुरु सरकार की जय, लाडली लाल की जय। प्रथमं सद्गुरुं वन्दे श्रीकृष्णं तदनन्तरं गुरुपापात्मना त्राता श्रीकृष्णस्य त्वमलात्मना चेतो दर्पणमार्जनं भवमहा दावादिनिर्वापनं श्रेयः कैरवचन्द्रिका विकरणम् विद्यावधू जीवनम् आनन्दाम्बुधिवर्धनं प्रतिपदं पूर्णामृता स्वादनं सर्वात्मस्नपनं परं विजयते श्रीकृष्ण संकीर्तनम् नमः कमलनाभाय नमः कमलमालिने नमः कमलपादाय नमस्ते कमलेक्षण यो ब्रह्माणं विदधाति पूर्वं यो वै वेदांश्च प्रहिणोति तस्मै तद्ब्रह्मदेवमात्मबुद्धिप्रकाशं मुमुक्षुर्वै शरणमहं प्रपद्ये। बोले लालरी लाल की जय। पूजनीय पंडित जी, प्रिय सज्जनों, भक्त समुदाय, worshipful पंडित जी, devotees of the Supreme Lord, the Divine Souls. First, let me say Radhe Radhe to each and everyone. And my pranam, my humblest prostrations to all of you. We'll start this evening with a beautiful pad in the book. Please turn to page 14. Very briefly, I'll go through the pad, the meaning, so we'll benefit more. Number 13. Ariman Murak Nipata Gawar. O mind, you are extremely foolish, stupid, impetuous, ignorant, and you're causing harm to me. Bigarat aapu bigarat mo kaha nekuna karat vichar. From beginningless time, you have been spoiling yourself and spoiling me as well. And you never thought about the consequences of this. How is the mind spoiling itself and spoiling us also? Koti kalpa bhatakyo jo shukar vishtha vishayam ajhar. Shukar, like a pig. You've been wandering from beginningless time in the world like a pig. A pig likes dirty things. There's a saying, you can take a pig and bathe it in the nicest water in milk, give it a nice dress, and you let that pig go, it will go back to the mud. Mind you like that, in that you have been wandering, looking for happiness in filthy, waste-like objects of the world for happiness. Vishtha means filth. A vishay, sensual objects, looking for happiness. Just like a pig. Binu seva jaha paya meva gayo na tihar, gayo na tehi darbar. And the one who is causelessly merciful, who is open, waiting with open arms, who is waiting to give us everything without any seva. Binu seva. Without any service, any seva. वहाँ कोई दाम नहीं है. There's no price. And you will get everything. Meva means everything. The best things you will get. We have never gone there. Who? The darbar, the court of Radharani, Shri Krishna. Do kar kamal pasari ninharati tohi Vrishabhanu Dular. Vrishabhanu Dular means Radharani, the daughter of King Vrishabhanu. She is open her arms, both arms open and waiting for us, her children. Please come to me. I will give you everything. And yet we do not go. From beginningless time, the saints have been telling us that she is waiting with open arms for us, the divine Devi, divine Shakti, mother of the universe. As avasar naradeha durlabha milata nabaramba. This opportunity, avasar means opportunity. And this narade, this human form, we're hearing how rare this human form is. Bade bhagya manusya tan pava sura durlabha saragantha nigava. Bhagavan Shri Ram is saying to the residents of Ayodhya, it is the greatest fortune for the soul to get birth in the human form. Sura durlabha. Sur means devatas are begging and praying, they can't get it. After thousands and thousands, millions of lifetimes, we get a chance to get birth in the human form. So we don't get this again and again, all this kind of opportunity, this golden opportunity. We don't get it again and again. Sadhana binu hi kripalu dravat jo ko as saral udar. That Radharani who is saral udar, she has a very innocent nature. Innocent, saral, innocent nature. She bestows grace without any reason, any cause, a karan, a karun. She melts so easily, without any sadhana. Where are we going to find such an innocent and kind-hearted governess like the Divine Mother of the Universe, Radharani? Think about it, oh foolish mind. We sing this beautiful part written by Kapalu Mahaprabhu from Prem Ras Madhira. We sing it in the Rag Kafi Rag, Rag Kafi. Murak nipat gawar hare man. Murak nipat gawar hare man. Murak nipat gawar hare. बिगाड़त मुक्त बिगड़त आपे बिगाड़त मुक्त लेकुन करत विचार हरे लेकुन करत विचार हरे मन मूरख निपट गवार हरे मन मूरख निपट गवार हरे मन कोटि कल्प भटक्यो जो शुकर कोटि कल्प भटक्यो जो शुकर विश्वा विषय आधार हरे मन विश्वा विषय आधार हरे मन मूरख निपट गवार हरे मन मूरख निपट गवार हरे मन बिनु सेवा जह पाई मेवा बिनु सेवा जह पाई मेवा गयो न तेहि दरबार हरे मन गयो न तेहि दरबार हरे मन मूरख निपट गवार हरे मन मूरख निपट गवार हरे मन दुकर कमल पसारी हारती दुकर कमल पसारी निहारती दुकर कमल पसारी निहारती दुकर कमल पसारी निहारती सोही वृषभानु दुलार हरे मन सोही वृषभानु दुलार हरे मन मूरख निपट गवार हरे मन मूरख निपट गवार हरे मन अस अवसर नर दुर्लभ अस अवसर नर सुदुर्लभ अस अवसर नर सुदुर्लभ अस अवसर नर सुदुर्लभ मिलत न बारंबार हरे मन 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 मूरख बोले वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय। आप सावधान हो जाइए। The mic must be off. It's on. Everything is raised. Now try to be very attentive. Sorry. Try to be alert and listen very carefully. Just to recap a little bit, so we get back our mind in tune as to what we're listening to. I'm told that we are all searching for one thing in the world. From beginningless time, every action we have performed, everything we do, it may appear to be very contradictory, opposing, yet every action we perform is for one thing only. We cannot remain inactive even for a moment. Bhagavan Krishna says, Nahi Kshanamapi, even for a moment, एक क्षण के लिए अकर्ता नहीं रह सकता। Chapter 3 verse 5 Gita. We continuously perform an action. And it's all for one thing only, happiness, sukh, anand, bliss. And the reason we're told is because we mean Jeev, the soul, Atma, is an eternal fraction, a part of God. And another name for Shri Krishna, for God, in the Vedas and all other scriptures is Anand, bliss, happiness. Anando Brahmeti Vajanat. Taittiriya Upanishad, chapter 3, verse 6. Many Veda mantras says that Shri Krishna is bliss, anand, happiness, sukh, ras. Why have we attained even a tiny drop of happiness? Because we've been looking in the wrong places. We just sang in the bhajan. Vishtha Vishaya Majhar. We've been searching in worldly things, worldly objects, worldly people, where it cannot be found. Why have we been doing that? Because of agyan, ignorance. What is the ignorance? Apne ko bhul gaya. We have forgotten who we are. We have forgotten that we are the soul Atma. identifying with the physical body. For make it understand. So body is material, my Panch Mahabhut se bane hai, it's made of 5 elements: earth, water, fire, air and space. And the world is also made of the same 5 elements. This body needs the world. Bhagwan created the world to keep this body sustained, for the sustenance of this body. World is very important. Body is also very important. So the subject of the body is the world. Body is material, my world is material. My. But as I said, we are not the body, we are the soul, Atma. We give the body so much things to, we give it food, vitamins, mineral, protein, soup, rice, bread, roti, vegetables, so many things. And we have to, we should, the right amount. But can we give bread, rice, soup, roti, etc. to the soul, Atma? No. Why? Because soul is divine. Being an eternal fraction, a part of God, soul is also divine. Just as God is divine, conscious, Jeev is also conscious. So we have to give the soul divine food. Just as we feed the body, we have to feed the soul, Atma also. But from uncountable times we've been feeding body only. Since soul is divine, we have to give it divine food. What is divine food? When we meditate on God, when we shed tears of selfless love and devotion, that's food for the soul, Atma. So we've been looking in the wrong place because of ignorance. We've forgotten who we are, that we're the soul, the Atma. What is the reason for forgetting? Maya. The power called Maya. We heard that this is the power of Sri Krishna. And how are we going to become free from Maya? In order to, so the Vedas, the highest authority tells us, Tameva viditvati mityumeti nanya pantha vidyate yanai. Shveta Shrutaro Upanishad, chapter 3, verse 8. The Vedas are saying, only by knowing God, Shri Krishna, can the individual soul become free from Maya. There is no other way. So we have to know God. How are we going to know God? As I said, we have heard of many, many paths. Thousands. But specifically, I mentioned to you the Vedas, which is the highest authority, contains 100,000 mantras. Lakh. This is divided into 3 sections. Karma Kand, Varnashram Dharma, 80,000 mantras. Upasana Kand, Bhakti, the path of divine, of love in God, 16,000 mantras. Gyan Kand, the path of knowledge, the path of Gyan, 4,000 mantras. So Vedas are divided in 3 sections: Karma, Gyan, Bhakti. I also told you that Maya has 3 qualities, gunas, attributes: Sattva gun, Rajo gun, Tamo gun, that governs us, the individual soul. And Bhagavan, the supreme power, God, one God, has 3 forms. Varanti tattat tavidas tattvam yajnanam advayam brahmeti paramatmeti bhagavan iti shabdyate. Bhagavad Mahapuran, 1st canto, 2nd chapter, 11 verse. Bhagavan has 3 forms. Brahm, the formless aspect; Paramatma, Mahavishnu, 4 arms; and Bhagavan, the personal form, Ram, Krishna, etc. So the Vedas are divided in three sections. The individual souls are governed by three modes of Maya, and Bhagavan has three forms. That's why there are only three paths to knowing God. Teen marg. Main. Yogastrayo maya prokta ninam shreyo vidit sama. Jnanam karma cha bhaktischa nopayo nyosti kutrachit. Bhagavad Mahapuran 11 Canto 20th chapter 6 verse. Bhagavan Krishna says to Uddhav, there are only three paths. Gyan, the path of Gyan, Karma and Bhakti to know in God. There are other paths you may have heard. Either it's a combination of any of these three or part of it. But there are three main paths. So last night we looked at the path of Karma, Varnashram Dharma, Dharma, duties, etc. Vedic rites and rituals. And we saw that the most we can attain by following the path of Karma, Dharma, Varnashram Dharma, it's almost impossible to do in Kali Yuga. There's so many rules and regulations. But if one can fulfill all of that, we acquire punya, spiritual merits, which will take us to heaven, Swarga. All Karma can do is give us heaven. But as we're told in Gita chapter 9 verse 21, when we go to heaven and we start enjoying the pleasures of heaven, the punya that is so difficult to do, to go there starts destroying, kshine punya. And one day it will become zero. And when because karma has become zero, we'll be thrown out of heaven. Martya lokam vishanti. And according to Vedas, Mundak Upanishad, first Mundak, second canto, 10th mantra, Hinatanam Bhavishanti. We'll be thrown into lower forms of life. We have to start all over again. This is why Bhagwan Sri Ram says in the Ramayana to the residents of Ayodhya, Anta Dukhadai. That the aim of this human body is not to go to heaven because there's nothing there. I told in detail last night. And the worst part, it ends in suffering. Because we are going to be thrown to lower forms of life. But if we add bhakti to karma, karma alone will give heaven. But if we add bhakti to karma, it becomes karma yoga. This is the teaching of the Gita. I told you in one line of the Gita, one verse, one line. Tasma sarveshu kaleshu ma manusmara yudhya cha. Chapter 8 verse 7 Gita. Shri Krishna says to Arjuna, at all places, Tasma sarveshu kaleshu, at all times. Ma manusmara. Attach our mind, our heart to Shri Krishna. Remember him constantly. Yudhya cha, do your duty. In this Arjun case, he was a Kshatri, his duty was to fight the war. So that is dharma, karma. So karma plus remember Shri Krishna all the time, that is bhakti. Bhakti plus karma yoga, that will give us God realization. Tonight we are looking at the path of Gyan. We heard about this path, a lot of people glorify this path of Gyan. Gyan Marg. Especially those who follow Shankara, Jagat Guru Shankaracharya, Adi Jagat Guru Shankaracharya. This path, in Gita chapter 12, a question was asked to Shri Krishna. Evam satata yukta ye bhaktas tvam parupasate ye chapraksharam avyaktam tesham ke yoga vittama. Chapter 12 verse 1. Arjuna asked Shri Krishna, those who worship you as Bhagavan, devotion to the path of bhakti, and those who worship you as the formless Brahm, the path of Gyan, who is superior? Shresht kaun hai? Shri Krishna says, Te prapnuvanti mameva sarva bhuta hite rataha. Chapter 12 verse 4 Gita. Shri Krishna says, both of them come to me. Both the one who is following the path of Gyan, worshipping the formless aspect of me, Shri Krishna, as well as those who follow the path of bhakti, worshiping me with a form, God with a form, they both come to me. But, there's a big but here. Kleshodikatharastesham avyakta sakta chetasam avyakta hi gatir dukkam dehavad bhiravapyate. Chapter 12, verse 5, Gita. The path of Gyan is not only difficult, extremely difficult, almost impossible. In Kali Yuga, impossible. Shri Krishna says, for one having a body, we have a body, for one having a body, it is impossible to meditate on something that has no body, on an invisible thing, formless thing. Not only difficult, impossible, and full of problems, klesh, dukh, suffering. The path of Gyan is full of suffering. Dukh, kshurasya dhara nishita duratyaya. Kathopanishad. The Vedas say, the path of Gyan is so difficult, it's like walking on the sharp edge of a sword. So painful, so difficult. The Ramayana too. 1, 2, 1. The Ramayana also. Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Bolo Ram. Bolo Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Bolo Ram. Gyan Panth Kripan Kay Dhara Parat Kadesh Hoi Nahi Vara. Bolo Ram, Siya Ram, Siya Ram, Siya Ram, Siya ज्ञान पंथ कृपान कै धारा परत खगेश हुई नहीं बारा. Same thing that the Vedas are saying. Like walk, kripan means a sword. Walking on the sharp edge of a sword. Why is this path so difficult? The guru of all the Gyanis, the path of Gyan is started by someone. Adi Jagat Guru Shankaracharya. He is the guru of all the Gyanis. There is a book called Vedant, Brahma Sutra. Small little sutras, small. The very first sutra says, Athato Brahma Jigyasa. This is the very first sutra in Brahma Sutra. Very first one. Athato Brahma Jigyasa. Therefore, there arose an inquiry into the nature of Brahm, the formless Brahm. You have to put it next week. That's not going to work. This is the literal meaning of that verse. Therefore, there arose an inquiry into the nature of the formless Brahm. Shankaracharya, as I said, little verses, small little book. He wrote huge volumes on this. Every sutra, many pages. The very first word, atha. Whenever you start any book, any prayer, etc., two words are used, atha or om. This is considered to be auspicious. Atha or om. So this book starts with atha. Shankaracharya defined atha to mean sadhan chatushtay sampann. Sadhan chatushtay sampann. Listen carefully, this will help you to understand why the path of Gyan is so difficult. He says there are 4 conditions you have to fulfill. Chatushtay. 4 sadhana. In order to qualify to enter the path of Gyan. Pravesh karne ke liye. Pravesh. This very long explanation he has given. I'll give you 4, very simple. Number 1, Sam. Sham. Number 1, Sham. Sham means, briefly, complete control over the mind. Man par nikha. Now, who can control the mind? Arjun, Gandhavdhari. Arjun was so great in the very childhood, bachpan mein. His mind was so focused. Once there was a competition. A bird on the tree. They was told to shoot. What do you see? What you're going to shoot that bird? Everyone was asked, what do you see? Some say I see the bird. Some say I see the eye. Some say I see different parts. Arjun, what do you see? Arjun said, I only see the Kalima. The black spot in the bird eye. That's all I'm seeing. So control his mind. Arjun is saying in Gita, Chanchalami mana Krishna pramati balavadriham tasyam nikamam manye vayuriva sudushkaram. Chapter 6 verse 34. Shri Krishna is saying to Arjun, control the mind, control the mind. Arjun says, Krishna, how to control this mind? It is so strong, turbulent and unyielding. It's as difficult to control the mind as it is to control the wind. Who can control the wind? Tornado, these things come and wipe out everything. Hurricane, tornado. So, Sham, complete control over the mind. Dam, control over the senses. No hankering for sensual pleasures. The objects of the senses. No desires. Hey Bhagwan. Dam. Vairagya. Complete detachment. Complete detachment. Everyone dies. Husband, a wife, mother, father, children, every friend, everyone dies, and no effect. No effect. Vairagya. Number 4, Titikshu. No feeling. Effect, things doesn't affect you. Complete tolerance, to bear, to tolerate, is it to the extreme point. You do not feel heat, you do not feel cold. People can tell you anything, no feeling, no effect. Hey Bhagwan. And one has to fulfill all these 4. This is like a saint. Oh, Santa ho gaya. then you can even think about entering the path. Listen to the first word of Gyan. Guru is saying this, Shankaracharya. And today in every home they chanted, Aham Brahmasmi, Shivoham, I am God. Really? Fools understand that what the Guru is saying, no? You're not qualified, but I am Brahm, I am God. Jai Ho. It's how difficult this path is. Look, if one follows the path of Gyan, and not in Kali Yuga, in other ages, Satyug, Treta, Dwapar even, that Gyani was able to destroy avidya Maya. I told you there are two kinds of Maya, two forms of Maya. तेही कर भेद सुनाहु तुम दो विद्या अविद्या दो जय राम श्री राम जय तेही कर भेद सुनहु तुम दो विद्या अपर अविद्या दो. You see two knobs written bass and tal. That's all it. Anyhow, so तेही कर भेद सुनहु तुम दो विद्या अपर अविद्या दो. This question was asked to Sri Ram, Bhagwan Sri Ram, by his brother Lakshman in Chitrakoot about Maya. What is Maya? Bhagwan Shri Ram replied and said there are two kinds of Maya. Tehi kar bhed sunahu tum do. Two Maya. One is Vidya Maya, one is Avidya Maya. One is Sarupa Varika Maya, one is Guna Varika Maya. Many names. What does this Vidya Maya and Avidya Maya mean? So Maya has three qualities, we heard. Sattva Gun, Rajo Gun, Tamo Gun. We have been hearing in Devi Bhagavad also. We heard the first night, couple nights ago, that Maya has three qualities. Sattva Gun, Rajo Gun, Tamo Gun. Sattva Gun, the mode of goodness. Rajo Gun, the mode of passion, ambition, hopefulness. Tamo Gun, the mode of inertia, violence. To fight, to argue, quarrel. And you like to quarrel a lot and fight a lot, that means lot of Tamo Gun. So, Sattva Gun alone, that is called Vidya Maya. And Rajo Gun plus Tamo Gun combined, that is Avidya Maya. A lot of people don't understand, so they just take a dictionary and translate, and they think Vidya Maya means knowledgeable Maya, Avidya Maya means ignorant. No. It is three qualities. So, Avidya Maya, Rajogun plus Tamogun, and Vidya Maya, Sattvagun. Guna Varika Maya also, Sattvagun is called Guna Varika Maya, Rajogun plus Tamogun is called Swarupa Varika Maya. What does this Vidya Maya do? एक रचई जग गुण बस जाके प्रभु प्रेरित नहीं निज बल ताके. One form of Maya, Vidya Maya, Gunavarika Maya, creates the world that we see around us. Trees, mountains, valleys, people, animals, birds, etc. And one Maya, Avidya Maya, controls and governs the individual soul. It creates the inner world of the mind. That Maya has made us forgotten who we are. That Avidya Maya, Swarupa Varika Maya, अपने स्वरूप को भुला देते. Now, in ancient times, one who's following the path of Gyan was able to destroy Avidya Maya. In other words, they were able to cross Tamogun, Rajogun. Not in one lifetime, thousands and thousands of lifetimes of practice. Then they're able to cross Avidya Maya. They realize I am the soul, the Atma. It's called self-realization. Atma Gyan, self-realization. That Jnani goes in Samadhi. The happiness one attains when they realize I am the soul, the Atma, none of us understand in the material world. Nothing in the material world can compare to the happiness experienced by the Jnani who has realized I am the soul, the Atma. He goes in Samadhi. But one Maya is still there. Vidya Maya, Gunavarika Maya. As long as the Jnani remains in Samadhi, he is safe. But the moment he opens his eyes, Vidya Maya takes hold and he falls. Bar bar गिरते हैं. Example, someone has committed a crime. So he goes and runs in the forest, in the mountain somewhere and hides. The law is after him. They can't find him. How long is he going to stay hidden in the mountain, in the forest? He has to come out to get food, to shop. So he comes out after a while and goes in the town and city, and the law catches hold of him. The police. Another example, someone is being chased by a swarm of bees. He's interfered with his beehive, and the bees are chasing him. So he dives into a pond of water and goes under the water. As long as he remains under the water, the bees don't sting him, but they remain hovering above the water. He has to come up for air. The moment he comes up for air, the bee stings him. That is the Vidya Maya. And a beautiful example, Bhagavad Mahapuran, the best example. There was a great Atma Gyani. Paramhans means Atma Gyan. He ruled the whole world for 10 million years. His name was Jar Bharat. Because of Jar Bharat, he was so great, this whole world became known as Bharat Varsh. Before, the name was Ajanabh Varsh. Jar Bharat, after 10 million years, gave up the kingdom to the sons, etc., and went in the forest to do tapasya, to continue his bhakti, to get closer to Bhagwan. He was staying in an ashram on the bank of the Gandaki Nadi. That river is what we call in Nepal today, where you find the best shaligram. Anyhow, so he was sitting on the bank of that river, and one day, while he was sitting, a pregnant deer came to drink water. Deer had a young in the womb. While she was drinking water, a lion roared. When the lion, the natural enemy of a deer is a lion, when the lion roared, that female, that mother deer, to save her life, jumped to cross the river. In that jump, the baby that was in the womb fell out. She had a miscarriage. And she ran from there to save her life. Forget baby, forget the... She ran, went in some cave and died because of the exertion, miscarriage, etc. And the baby that was dropped in the water started drowning. Bharat saw the whole thing. Jar Bharat. He drove into the water, took up the little baby deer, and started taking care of it. And soon he became very attached. The deer is the Vidya Maya. That's the world. I told you the world that God created together with Vidya Maya, that world is real. Satyam Bhutamyam Jagat. Why? Satyat Bhutani Jatani Sthavarani Chak. Mahabharata. Because God created the world and God is real. That's the Vidya Maya. Imagine Paramhans to the highest order, Jar Bharat. He became attached to this deer. When he would sit to do meditation, instead of meditating on Sri Krishna, the deer will come in his mind. When you're attached to someone or something, a little parrot or a dog and all these things, and you're trying to do dhyan, meditation, that's what's going to come in your mind. Where you are attached, what you love. That's why we have to practice to love God. It doesn't happen by itself automatically. Abhyasena tu kaunteya vairagena cha grihyate. Chapter 6, verse 35. We have to do sadhana. Sadhana means making the mind attracted. Our mind has been attracted to the material world from beginningless time. It has formed a decision, firm decision. I will find happiness in the world. A new house, a new car, handsome boy, beautiful girl, lot of money. If I don't find today, I will find it tomorrow, but I will find it. This decision has become very firm. To change that decision is impossible for the worldly soul. This is where the work of Guru, the true Guru, comes. People ask, what is the importance of Guru? I don't have to go to Guru. I can do myself. I go direct to Bhagavan. You saw what happened to Kar Kusundaji? Disrespecting the Guru. Guru bin hoi ki gyan. You don't get knowledge by reading the book, etc. The Guru, the true Guru, the real Guru. What is the real Guru? Shri Krishna tells us in Gita. Tad viripranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshati te jnanam jnaninas tattva darshinaha. Chapter 4, verse 34. Gita. Two conditions. Jnaninaha tattva darshinaha. If you're so fortunate to meet one who is this qualified to be Guru, that has these two qualities. Jnaninaha means he has knowledge of all the scriptures. Not just Ramayana, not just Bhagavad, not just Gita, all the Vedas, complete knowledge. Plus, he can remove our doubts. That is Jnaninaha. But even more important, he is Tattva Darshinaha. He has practical experience of God. He has attained God. What should you do? Shri Krishna says, Tat viripranipatena. Number one, completely surrender to him. Number two, pariprashnena. Ask him question. Guru says, don't question. I'm your Guru, do whatever I tell you. But Shri Krishna is saying question. Pariprashnena. Not to see how much you know or to show how much you know, but because you have doubt. And number three, sevaya. Do his seva, serve him. He will give you the knowledge of God. Ved, Bhagavad, all everywhere. I'm not going to go in great detail tonight. So having acquired that knowledge, then that I am the soul, the Atma, I am not the body. When you're under the shelter of a true saint, the mind gets detached from the world slowly, by itself. While doing bhakti, two things comes. Bhakti ko do bete hai. Bhakti has two children, Gyan, Vairagya. When you do bhakti in the true way, in the shelter of a true saint, a true Guru, these two things will come by themselves. Gyan, true knowledge, and Vairagya, detachment. Because now the knowledge will come. I am the soul, the Atma, I am not the body. And every relation of the soul is only with Shri Krishna. Number two. Number three, the happiness I'm searching for, I will find only in Shri Krishna. When this knowledge becomes firm in the mind, then detached, you cannot force the mind to be detached. I'm not going to eat this, I'm not going to do that, I'm not going to... Hey? This mind is so crazy, if you force it, it will become more crazy. It has to come through true knowledge, which the true Guru gives. So, Jar Bharat had reached so high. But he became attached to this deer. This is the Vidya Maya. And he would worry and when the deer would go out, just like a parent has a child and you're worried when the child doesn't come back home in time. Oh, I hope nobody kidnapped them. I hope they didn't get an accident. She didn't run away with a boy. Something. The parent gets worried. So too Jar Bharat used to be worried. I hope a lion didn't eat her. I hope the one animal she didn't fall in a hole or something. He would get worried until he didn't see the deer, can't sleep. So attached. Jar Bharat knew the moment that he was going to die. He knew that he was going to leave the body. When that moment came, he called all the disciples in the ashram and said to them, I am leaving now. My time has come to leave this body. This deer, Hiran, I love her so much. I want you to take good care of her after I leave. And he put his hand and he's stroking the deer lovingly, and he left the body. His mind attached to the deer. What happened? In the next life, he had to become a deer. A lot of people in the Western world don't know anything. They say self-realization is God realization, the biggest hogwash. Self-realization only halfway. Jad Bharat was self-realized. So you only cross one Maya, avidya Maya. Vidya Maya is to cross Vidya Maya. What do you have to do? We'll do a bhajan, then we'll come back to that. In the books you have, turn to page 52. This beautiful bhajan written by Kripalu Mahaprabhu. Man kar sumiran Radha. O mind, meditate. Dhyan, meditation is very important. Roop dhyan. Meditate on Radharani, the Divine Mother of the Universe. Hey Jeevan Dhan, she is the very treasure of my life. Have that feeling. Shamahu Swamini, she is the Swamini, the governess of even Shri Krishna. Jaya Jayati Jayati Radha, all glories to Radharani. Man karu sumiran. Let's turn to the page 452. Bhajan number 48. Man karu sumiran Radha. Hey Jeevan Radha. Every moment, chant the name of Radharani. Every moment, sing her glories, glorify her. Nitya Dhyavu, meditate on her beautiful form. All glories to Radharani. Nitya Ratu Nitya Naam Radha. Nitya Dhyavu Gunan Radha. Vishnu, Shankar, everyone worships Radharani. Uma, Rama, Uma means Durga, Rama, Lakshmi, they all worship Radharani. The gopis, they worship Radharani. All glories to Radharani. Vidhi Hari Har Bhaj Radha, Bhaj Uma, Rama, Radha. Bhaj 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 Radha, Jai कहूँ तो छवि राधा, सुनो तो बैनन राधा। कहूँ तो पद राधा, जय 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 राधा। सुनहु तो पद राधा, लो रस पद रज राधा। सोचहु तो नित राधा, जय 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 राधा। सुमिरन राधा, है जीवन धन राधा। श्याम गोस्वामी राधा, जय जयति जयति राधा। तेरी गति है राधा, तेरी मति है राधा। तेरी गति है राधा, तेरी मति है राधा। जय जयति जयति राधा। अब घरदानी राधा, ब्रज रस खानी राधा। ब्रज ठकुरानी राधा, जय जयति जयति राधा। Once एक कहानी है. This is a story, but not a story actually, an incident that actually happened at the time of Jagat Guru Shankaracharya. There was a Pandit, a Gyani, Sanskrit scholar. He was very learned. He used to do Shastrat, debate on the scriptures. So once this Panditji, this Jnani, he went to Jagat Guru Shankaracharya and he asked Jagat Guru Shankaracharya to make him his disciple, Chela. मैं आपका चेला बनना चाहता हूं. Bowing to Shankaracharya. Shankaracharya told him he's not ready to be his disciple as yet. Shankaracharya looked at him and saw inside and said to him, "You're not ready to be my disciple." The Pandit, forgetting because of the pride of his learning, Gyan, he challenged Jagat Guru Shankaracharya to have a debate with him, Shastrat on the scriptures. Shankaracharya laughed and looked at him and said, "You came here asking me to be your guru and now you are challenging me on the scriptures? Why do you want a guru? Because you don't know. First you have to realize I don't know. Or what's the use for guru?" The Panditji realized his mistake, that Jnani, the scholar, Sanskrit scholar. He fell at the feet of Jagat Guru Shankaracharya and begged him, "Please, I apologize. I made a great mistake. Please tell me what I should do to become deserving, to be your disciple." Shankaracharya said to him, "Go to Vrindavan. Go to Vrindavan. Do not speak to anyone. Do not associate with anyone. Chant Radhe Radhe all the time. Beg and eat. Do not go and get food and beg. Bhik mang. Madhu curry. Go to the gopis and beg. Madhu curry. Whatever you get, you eat. Don't associate with anyone. Don't listen. Don't see. Don't look. Don't hear. Don't speak. And keep chanting Radhe Radhe for 1 year." So that Sanskrit scholar, that Panditji, went to Vrindavan. He didn't speak to anyone, didn't keep anyone association with beg or whatever he get, eat, he didn't get, it was okay. And he kept chanting Radhe Radhe all the time. After 1 year passed, he's about to return. Shankaracharya decided to test him. He called a bhangi. There are people who sweep the street in India. They are called a bhangi. The broom they use is very dirty because people use the road as toilet also. All the dirty things used, that broom is swept. So he told the bhangi, this Panditji is coming from Vrindavan. When he comes, I want you to take the broom and sweep some dust on him. Some dirt. And the bhangi was a little bit afraid. So he said, "Look, I'm giving you some money." So she agreed. When the Panditji came, the bhangi is sweeping the road, she deliberately swept some dust on him. He got so angry. He almost ate her alive with his word. "You blind! Good for nothing! Can't you see what you're doing? You know who I am?" Etc. Oh, he scolded her so badly. Then he went to Shankaracharya and said, "Guruji, I did this sadhana that you told me for 1 year. Please make me your disciple." Shankaracharya said, "No, you're not ready as yet. You are so angry, you can eat people alive with your words. Go back and do tapasya, sadhana." So he went and practiced even more. Not speaking to anyone, just chanting Radhe Radhe, begging, etc. for a whole year. When the end of the year was approaching again, Shankaracharya again called a bhangi. And he said, "When the Panditji comes this time, I want you to touch him with the broom. Don't just sweep, touch him with the broom." Some people are so strict in India, if someone even passed close to them and a shadow fall, they will go and bathe and change their janeu and all that. This kind of thing they have in them. So he's telling her, touch the broom now to him. So when that Panditji came, that Sanskrit scholar, and he was coming, she took the broom and touched him. He looked at her, oh, that eye, he said, looks can kill. He didn't say anything. He controlled the words. But he got so angry and he looked at her so sternly. Then he went to Jagat Guru Shankaracharya and he said, Guruji, I did the tapasya, sadhana, please make me a disciple. Shankaracharya said, no, you're still not ready, go back and do more sadhana. So he went again and practiced for a whole year. The ceremonies he was about to return. Again Shankaracharya called at Bhangi and said to her, I want you to take they carry a basket filled with all the dirty things, the rubbish, everything. Take the rubbish bin you have and empty everything on him. There are a lot of filth, all kind of things in there. People do their toilet in the road, all that is in there. So she got really scared. She said, oh my God, somebody will beat me up. Shankaracharya said, no, nothing will happen. And he offered her a little more money, etc. And she agreed finally. So this time when the Panditji came back with trembling hands, she's so scared she emptied the whole basket over him. But lo and behold, a great wonder. Instead of being angry, the Panditji fell at her feet. Fell down at her feet and grabbed onto it. Ma, he said, you're my Guru. It's because of you that I have been able to practice and fulfill my sadhana. You're my first Guru. Shankaracharya was observing from the ashram. He came out and embraced the scholar and said, yeah, now you're ready. So, in the Gita, Bhagavan Krishna says, Mam chayubhya vicharena bhakti yogena sevate saguna samatityetan brahma bhuyaya kalpate. Chapter 14, verse 26, Gita. Those who worship the formless aspect of God, Shri Krishna, they rise above the three modes of Maya and become fit for realizing Him. This becoming fit doesn't mean you have attained it. It just means you have reached a stage of tranquility where you neither grieve nor desire for anything in the material world, but there is no complete realization. Brahma bhuta prasannatmana shochati na kamshati sama sarveshu bhuteshu mad bhaktim labate param. Chapter 18, verse 55, Gita. I mentioned the one before, chapter 14, verse 26. This one, chapter 18, verse 54, Gita. Brahma bhut. Brahma bhut means Paramhans, self-realized. That self-realized soul, that Brahma bhut, is subject to downfall again and again, Shri Krishna is saying to Arjuna, until and unless he does something. What? Mad bhaktim. He does bhakti for Shri Krishna. Mama bhakti. He does bhakti for me, for Shri Krishna. Without bhakti, no one can cross Vidya Maya. Shri Krishna says in the Gita, Daivi Hesha Gunamai Mama Maya Duratyaya Mame Vaye Prapadyante Maya Metantarantite. Chapter 7, verse 14, Gita. He says this, he's talking about Guna Varika Maya, Vidya Maya, Gunamai. Says this Maya is a divine power. And it is my power, Meri Maya, my power. So no one can cross this Maya by themselves. How to cross? Mame vaye prapadyante. Ev means only. He says only the one who completely surrenders to Shri Krishna, to God. Then Shri Krishna will tell Maya, say to Maya, okay, leave that one. They are mine now. So bhakti, complete surrender means bhakti. That jnani, after attaining self-realization, has to now do bhakti. Come back and do ABC, what we are doing. Do it from now. Without bhakti, impossible. Bhaktya mami janati yavan yaschasmi tatvata tato mam tato gyata vishati taranantaram. Chapter 18, verse 55, Gita. Sri Krishna is making it very clear here. Without bhakti, the path of love in God, no one can attain Brahma Gyan. I told you one night during the Devi Bhagavad, possibly or maybe the first night of Bhagavad Bhakti Satsang, that there are three kinds of knowledge. One is theoretical knowledge, book knowledge. Someone reads a lot of book, Gita, Ramayana. They know the whole Gita by heart. Little children in India can recite the whole Gita. It's not a big thing, 700 slokas. A lot of people know whole Sundar Khan, oh, so many Khan in Ramayana. Does it mean they have attained God? No. That's book knowledge, theoretical knowledge. Empty knowledge. Higher than theoretical is called Shabdik Gyan. Higher than book knowledge, theoretical knowledge, Atma Gyan. Knowledge that I am the soul. Not saying everybody hears lecture and you read book that we are the soul, Atma, we are not the body. That's not self-realization. Realizing I am the soul, the Atma. As I told you, that person goes in Samadhi. Self-realization. But as I told you before, he's only crossed avidya maya. Vidya maya is still there. When he crosses vidya maya, when he does bhakti, now he's attained Brahma Gyan, the highest knowledge. Brahm means God, he's attained knowledge of God. Now he's become free from all maya. Only by knowing God, Sri Krishna, can you become free from maya. Brahma Gyan. Even Jagat Guru Shankaracharya, who's teaching the path of Advait Vedanta, non-dualism, God is formless, he's teaching his own mother, Bhakti. He says to his mother, Vishuddhayati hinantaratma Krishna padam bhoja bhakti mrite. Jagat Guru Shankaracharya says to his mother, without bhakti to Sri Krishna, love in Sri Krishna, the heart, the mind cannot be purified. Vishuddhayati hinantaratma. The condition, one condition for knowing God, pure heart, pure mind. Everything we do spiritually is for wanting to make the heart, the mind pure. Nirmal man jan so mohi pava, mohi kapat chal chidra na bhava. Bhagwan Shri Ram says to Sugriv, only those who are pure in heart, pure mind. Pure heart, pure minds mean no maya, no greed, anger, jealousy, hatred, lust. Not I am a good person. No. People don't even understand what pure heart means. There's no more vikar, bigata vikar. Maya is completely gone, pure, clean. Only such a soul. And here Shankaracharya is saying, without bhakti, without loving the path of loving God, the heart, the mind cannot be purified. So Gyan alone will give us Atma Gyan. not in the Kali Yuga. We heard last night, Kali Yuga Jogana Jagya Jnana Ek Aadhar Ram Gun Gana. Kagbasundar ji said to Guruji, the Kali Yuga Mahima, in the age of Kali Yuga, Jnana, Yoga, Yagya, all these things cannot do. It cannot do. People will say, I am self-realized. How do you? They don't even understand what self-realized is, but they claim I am self-realized. A lot of people, deception, fool people. This is the age like that. If you're really self-realized, the one who knows God, who is self-realized or higher, have attained God, he will never say, Gopaniyam, Gopaniyam, Gopaniyam Pratnataha. The truly spiritual person hides themselves. Nobody should know. If somebody comes boasting to you that he knows God and Shivji is my friend, I speak to him all the time. And, really? Stay far away, run as far you can from that person. They will never tell you. You have to find out. As a matter of fact, he will say the opposite. No, I don't know. He hides it. So through the path of Gyan, one can only attain up to Atma Gyan, self-realization. And that Gyani falls again and again. Shri Krishna says in the Gita, Kaunteya pratijanihi name bhakta pranashyati. Chapter 9 verse 31 Gita. Arjun. Shri Krishna says, Arjun, listen carefully. My devotee, those who love me, Name Bhakta. The one who loves me, who practices bhakti, they can never fall. He didn't say Name Jnani, the one who's the Jnani, Name Yogi, Name Karmi. No, he didn't say. The one who's doing karma rituals, the one who's doing yoga, who's doing jnana. No, he said Name Bhakta. The one who, because the bhakt takes shelter in God. He's under the shelter. You know, there's an example in the scripture, in the Vedas, of a bhakt and a jnani. It's given like this. The devotee is compared to a kitten, a baby cat, kitten. You will see when a cat has babies, what does the cat do? It takes the kitten and it moves from place to place. The cat, the baby never falls. It's under the full protection of the mother. She takes it up, doesn't wound it, takes it up in the mouth and takes it from place to place. So the baby is compared, the devotee, the one who takes shelter in Bhagwan, is compared to the baby kitten. It's under the full protection of Bhagwan. Whereas the jnani is compared to a baby monkey. The baby monkey holds on to the mother. The mother doesn't hold the baby monkey. The baby monkey holds onto the mother. And many times when the mother is jumping from branch to branch, the baby that is holding onto the mother falls, loses his grip, falls and dies. This is a jnani. The jnani goes on his own strength. Doesn't take shelter in Bhagwan. So that jnani falls again and again. But so, Gyan alone will give us self-realization, and that Gyani falls again and again. But if you add Bhakti, it becomes Gyan Yoga. Just like when you add Bhakti to Karma, it becomes Karma Yoga, God realization. In the same way, when you add Gyan, Bhakti to Gyan, as Shri Krishna says, Bhaktya tvanyaya shakya aham evam vidhojana gyatum drashtum tattvena praveshtun cha parantapaha. Wherever one wants to attain knowledge of God, gyatu, drashtum, one wants to see God, praveshtun, to enter, to merge into Him. Whatever. One path. Ananya bhakti, exclusive devotion, exclusive love. The jnani now has to do bhakti. When he does bhakti, it becomes Gyan Yoga. He also attains God realization. So, karma needs bhakti, Gyan needs bhakti. And who does bhakti need? We will hear tomorrow night. बोले वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय, श्रीमद सद्गुरु सरकार की जय। You want to book in the book? In the book, I think it's page 12. Turn to page 12. As the bhog is coming, we'll chant a little bit. Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe Oh Radhe Radhe In the books, in this Kirtan book, page 12, the bhog is there. We make offering to Bhagwan. Of course, I told you before, most important thing is love. Taram bhakti vita pashnami bhaktya Partam pushpam palam toyam yome bhaktya prayachati. Whatever you give, leaf, flower, fruit, some water, but he says, gives with love, praise. Then I will eat. Otherwise, you can give the best thing in the world. I will not eat. अपना और कर सावरसिया आओ आओ भूख प्यास भाव भरा तेरे का छिलका, विदुरानी घर खायो रसिया, ओ विदुरानी घर खायो रसिया, आवहीन दुर्योधन रंजन, नहीं तुम मन भायो रसिया, रस शबरी के झूठे बेर खाए पायो रसिया, ओ बेर खाए पायो रसिया, ओ जनकपुरी के राज भोग रस नहीं पायो रसिया, ओ अब नाम संसाओ रसिया, आओ आओ भोग लगाओ रसिया, ओ मानत हो भावहीन हो, सुनो खड़ी खड़ी रसिया, ओ सुनो खड़ी खड़ी रसिया, ओ पालो रसियो छूट नहीं, याद अब आ जाओ रसिया, हो रसिया हो 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 रसिया, नाचे अब आ जाओ रसिया, अब नार संसाओ रसिया, आओ आओ भोग लगाओ रसिया, वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की। Notice this time we will all stand for Aarti. In the same book, the same Kirtan book, in the beginning there's Aarti of Guru and Radha Krishna. And we can all come up and take part in Aarti, right? Come and do Aarti. It's a great blessing. Srimad Sadguru Sarkar ki jai. जयति जगत गुरु गुरु भरती, गाओ मिले आरती रसिक भरती, गाओ गाओ मिले आरती रसिक भरती, गुरु पद नखमणि जन पाप पाश, जाके उर बस ताके मोह कब नाश, जाके मात नाथ कब हाथ करे वास, आते हुए माया मोह सब ही विनाश, पावे गति गति रति राधा भरती, गाओ मिले आरती रसिक भरती, गाओ गाओ मिले आरती रसिक भरती, हरे मन मूढ़ चार नारे नर भाव, गुरु बिनु ब्रह्म श्याम न देवे जाओ, कोमल कृपाल करे कृपा सिंधुना, जाके आज हुआ नाथ सना, इन्हीं के आगे तेरी नरती, दयाल राम, श्यामा श्याम नाम लीला गुण धाम, मान रहे प्रेम निष्काम जीवन धाम। आरती प्रीतम प्यारी श्री बनवारी आरती प्रीतम प्यारी श्री बनवारी तुहन सिर तन तब झलक तुहन सुनी जल फल हलक तुहन जीव प्रेम सुधा सद्गुरु सरकार की जय, वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय, राधा रानी की जय, सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, श्यामा श्याम धाम की जय। जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे।